Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin with Elliott Wave Theory. If you want to educate yourself and support me, you can take a look at Patreon, where you can find Elliott Wave Basics course, access to weekly live streams and extra content overall. Thank you for your support. Let's get into the charts next. So let's start here on 4 hour time frame. Overall, what we've had is these divergences forming on 4 hour. And what we've had here on multiple peaks, we've had these oversold conditions, where you can see here on the background, these background colors are changing when multiple indicators are saying that, okay, we are on the oversold. Also, we are again creating those divergences, forming that, okay, market, the momentum is shifting and probably changing at some point. So again, those are the indications that a down move is very much a possibility. Now, what we've been going through previously was this possibility where we had this as a 1, 2, 3, looking for fourth and then last leg upwards. This is still the idea overall. Whether this wave 3 is at these peaks or not, we're going to be talking about that today. The issue that I had here more locally, as we were expecting that wave 4 to be played out here, is that if we are pivoting the structures from here, then we are going to be running into issues. See, we had this bear idea. Well, did I have it? This one. I think we were talking this a couple of days ago, where we had this as a three-way structure coming down, and this would be either wave A or wave W, then three-way pullback into B or X, and this was already at the expanded B pocket, again pivoted from here, and then we would be looking for a structure coming down. Now, we had the idea of having this as a potential first structure, second and third, so creating a three-way structure here that would be shifting or taking out the liquidity from here and giving us that WXY opportunity. So this would be completing that wave 1, completing the wave 4 of higher degree, and we'd be running. However, instead of that, what we did was we created this as more of a like three-way structure which took out these highs, which means that this here, if it is a 5-way move, it's a end of something and not a beginning. So this can't be a wave A of that wave Y. So instead, we have to delete that completely, and now we have another issue here. This structure does not look like 3 waves. Of course, this could be just the wave W, X, and then we'd be looking for a wave Y here overall to create this fourth with this kind of a structure. The issue that we are again still having is that we'd be creating this as the wave A or wave W. And what we see here is that we go well beyond the 1.618, which is not working out for me. Again, if it goes beyond the 1.618 retracement of this first move, then I don't consider them to be part of the same structure. So what options do we actually have? Well, the only option I do see is that this is not a wave 3 top. This is something else. So I had to look into this again, and I found another option, but I don't think this is as pretty. This structure here would have to be paired up with this one, and as you see, these don't really have a very good looking symmetry. They are not very similar sized either in terms of length or size, but again, this is one of the only ways that we can get this third move or basically the third wave of minuet coming back into the next peaks. This again allows us to have a high degree wave structure here without going beyond the 1.618, and that is the way I think we need to be going forward. At this point, this structure here of micro count is again larger than this sub minuet, which is again higher degree. That is something that I don't like either. I try to get this to being a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, I can't really get this to work with anything else. It would be fine if this was a bit larger. However, it does not really have a good symmetry with anything. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. However, this would be very swift. Although that would have definitely some kind of alteration against this very sideways 2, and with this being wave 4, that is definitely a possibility. That I'll just label that in for basically for next time if that is something that we want to be adjusting. But for now, I think having this as the end of third here instead is decent. So now, as that is cleared up, we can be looking into this, where we have this as again a 3-way structure. This would be another 3, and this would be the 5-wave, creating this ABC structure here into A wave or W. Then another 3-wave up, and then we would be looking at this as a B or X, again favoring B because we took out the origin of this structure here. And yeah, we are still within that expanded B pocket, where we are again looking to create a flat structure overall. However, if we're looking at this structure coming down, I don't really think this is a 5-way structure coming down at all. The structure, most defining or best looking structure here is, I think, this one in the middle, acting as some kind of connector wave. This is connecting this first structure over here to the next. And although this is not hitting the 1-to-1, we hit the minimum 0.618 before we launched up higher. Also, this looks decent, very decent as a 3-way structure going up. So again, we would have some kind of 3 here, 3-wave here, and then another move downwards. Again, what does this next structure look like? Well, another 3-way structure. Right into the bearish targets here, 3 ways, and now we'd be looking most likely to correct this whole mess. RSI, a 3-way cycle here. Although this again ended here, this cycle, but again on Elliott Wave terms I would be ending it here. So overall we would have this kind of mess right into the 1-to-1 here. So that would be the first thing I would be looking at the moment, to have this as a first structure, which is again 3 waves. So what does that leave us as options for that, either being a C wave or wave Y? Well, the easier wave is labeling this as a wave Y start, or start of wave Y, where this would be a 3-way structure on its own, like so, into these lows, and now we'd be looking to create a partner leg to create another structure coming down, like that. Now, when this whole thing is finished, this is most likely creating us a 3-way structure. However, if it is creating a smaller than 1-to-1 extension here, we could be looking this as a potential wave 1 here, wave 2, 3, 4, and 5. That would be targeting that wave C. And at that point, we'd be targeting a diagonal here. Again, the thing is that depending on which kind of extensions we would be getting here, we would most likely, I still want to be taking these structures out here. Again, these are going to have liquidity here down below all these wicks. So again, that would be my target at the moment, where I want to see this price go to. And then again, breakout traders are going to be shorting here with market orders where we can be getting the bigger bags of whales filled to the move upside. Now, what is going to be breaking this idea and this plan is going beyond here. I don't think this, well, overall, if this is indeed a ABC here, the overall invalidation would be here, but I would be very surprised to see if we go beyond here, and even then we would be having that diagonal. I don't see that as a very likely scenario. However, I do like this overall idea of having this as a potential diagonal still coming down. Let's get rid of these guys. So that would be the idea here, and I think this is the most or the best idea I have at the moment. We were talking previously about the bull cases where this again was looking to be a 5-way structure. However, again, we are now hitting these previous tops of potential wave 1. So this can't be a wave 4 anymore because we already tagged that. And I don't think this, well, of course it could be turning into a diagonal of some sort, but this structure would be an expanding structure. So I don't really play those. So I don't really try to figure out if that is going to be happening. But as mentioned, I do think that would be the best idea that I currently have, just based on the extension. So both these WXYs, the bull count, and well, the bear count is part of the new count as well. which would be here, being part of this ABC. So maybe we can just add this there. But that would be my idea. If you're not in short yet, I would be looking for this local structure here to be creating some kind of structure overall upwards, and then we'd be looking for a short setup. There's again some liquidity beyond here, most likely probably targeting this box here for that expanded flat. A potential wave 1, 2, this is probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, and that would be something that I would be interested in. It could be turning into a just a running flat, hitting this 1-to-1 without going beyond here. And let's see, RSI, we are already creating highs here, and we are still giving those divergences here. So it is definitely a possibility where we are again creating these divergences here for that running flat, and to be going down already before even reaching these main targets here for that expanded flat. But again, running flats are a bit rarer, so depends on how you want to be playing them. Up to you. But I think those are the ideas that I got for Bitcoin at this point. If you made it this far into the video, again, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and hope to see you on the next video. Bye bye.